At the Team Automotive Group, we make it easy for you to buy here or sell here. Buy here and save on hundreds of certified and pre-owned vehicles. Or sell here while your vehicle is worth more than it ever has been and we'll pay you top value. Buy here or sell here at the Team Automotive Group.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here. Well, good morning again, everybody. Welcome to it. If you are switching over from the mothership, thanks for streaming with us. If you've been streaming with us, well, here we are still again for you. WAFB Plus. And what we're doing now and have been doing for the last few weeks is actually are moving 9 News Now to this time frame. So just kind of continuing the morning show for you, not waiting until 9 o'clock or 9:15. Just kind of continuing it because, look, a lot of folks are still kind of getting going, and this is when they want to know what's going on. And actually, you can see this right now from our Skyline. Actually, this is our tower cam looking down onto the bridge and the big river. A little bit of fog out there. Most of it was kind of hugging the river. A little bit of haze still out there. It is the forecast that you're going to want to know. It could be the headline maker for us later in the day. Some potential storms coming our way, Steve. That was your focus this morning, that future radar, letting folks know what's coming our way.
Yeah, that's right, Matt. I think a better chance we'll see some storms this afternoon. Already this morning, tracking some showers on a First Alert radar network, mostly closer to the state line. Let's give you a look. So we've got some showers now north and east of Kentwood up to around Osaka, Mississippi. Scattered showers developing in Amite County, and now starting to get more showers developing from near Krotz Springs just east of Melville, Morganza up towards Tunica, Angola, moving into the western part of Wilkinson County. So Woodville, you might have some showers headed your way over, say, the next 30 to 45 minutes. Baton Rouge southward, we're mainly dry right now. A few more showers showing up offshore, but we do expect additional development, especially into the afternoon hours. It's another muggy morning around the area. Low to mid 70s for most. Baton Rouge, Hammond 73, New Road 72, Gonzales checking in at 74 degrees. By lunchtime, I've got rain chances sitting around 30%. Temperatures in the low 80s. Your afternoon highs topping out in the mid 80s and about a 60 to a 70% chance of showers and storms as we get into the afternoon. Let me show you why I expect good rain chances today. It's got to do with this feature that's emerged from South Texas overnight and this morning. Another disturbance moving offshore. That's going to pivot up to the northeast. And as that heads our way through the day, that should enhance rain development. That combined with some daytime heating should lead to good rain chances. So let's give you a look at future radar, how it plays out. We'll pause here at 9 o'clock, and it's got a couple of isolated showers showing up as we pause again at noon. Still looking at isolated showers, generally speaking. Remember, I got noon rain chances around 30%, but into the afternoon by 3 o'clock, you see showers and storms increasing, especially near and south of I-10. That trend continues into the late afternoon at 5 o'clock and right on into the evening. The HRRR here has a pretty widespread area of rain moving across the area. Now, here's what the HRRR shows in terms of rain amounts. Don't focus on any one point. This is going to vary run to run, but what I want you to see here is it does generate some pockets of heavy rain, maybe as much as 2 to 5 inches of rain in some isolated instances. So with a better chance of some thunderstorms today, I think also a better chance of some locally heavy rain. Not expect anything widespread in terms of heavy rainfall, but there could be some pockets. Keep that in mind. So again, today's rain chance is 60 to 70%, highs to the mid 80s. Wednesday through Friday, rain chances 40 to 50%, highs generally in the upper 80s. By the weekend, it does look like we trend a bit drier. The trade-off is that means hotter. Highs in the upper 80s to around 90. Mother's Day have got us up to 90 with only isolated showers, and then rain chances rebound a little bit into early next week. 7:06 now with a check on traffic for you. Here's Johnny H.
Well, we're getting some slow morning traffic moving around here this morning in our usual areas coming out of Denham Springs. It starts back at Juban, right through the heart of Denham and into the Amite River Bridge area. And then right past Millerville, we have a slower traffic flow than normal because of a wreck right here on I-12 at Sherwood. Also backing up Sherwood Forest Boulevard between Old Hammond Highway and the interstate in both directions. We are seeing a little traffic situation here. This is at the on-ramp, right at the top of the on-ramp going west toward Airline. So folks come across Sherwood and they see that, and that's slowing traffic down. It's on the right shoulder and partially blocking that right on-ramp. And then behind that, you can definitely see that flow of traffic pretty much stop and go from before Millerville, which is that camera shot right there, all the way to the point of that accident at Sherwood. Bridge traffic a little slow in both directions coming in from the west on 10 East. It merges with the 10-110, and that's just a little bit of slow traffic in that area as well. 7 minutes after 7, Liz Coe has the morning off. Matt Williams with our morning headlines, and we start with some of you that may be waking up without power this morning. Matt?
Yeah, sure enough, Johnny. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. The power outages for some folks, it started last night about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening. Demco Power Company power outages. The good news is most of those without power last night into the morning, that power has been restored. I want to show you here on the Demco power outage map what we're talking about here. And actually, follow the cursor here. See right up here, this is the southeast portion of East Feliciana Parish. All this was red at about, 1 o'clock this morning. That has clearly been resolved, a lot of it. Still a little bit of an issue right here. And then as you dip down into East Baton Rouge, you have some Demco customers as well. Flannery had some issues over here down into, that's South Harrell's Ferry Road. They still got some issues going on, but it does look like it's about to be mostly cleared up. As always, they recommend you call in with those power outages. Never assume. How many times have you done this? Somebody's going to call in. Somebody's got to let that somebody be you. If you lose power, get on it pretty quickly. Put the address in. Put the power meter number in. Give them a call. Give them a text. Whatever it is, so they can get that. They can get that ticket in and have a look at what's going on, assess the situation, and figure it out. But for most folks, that power is coming back on. Want to let you know, out in St. Helena Parish, school is back in session today. Of course, parents and students, they know they did not have class yesterday, but they are back at it today. Classes resuming after an organized teacher sick out on Monday. Why? Well, there was a bit of an issue with a failed tax proposal that was voted down by the voters there that would have increased teacher pay, better secured schools, all that kind of a thing. So a teacher sick out yesterday, but schools back in session today. Also, you see right there what's being planned, a community forum a week from today, so May 16th, 6 p.m., to talk a little bit about what the sick out was all about, what the focus is, where we need to be as a school district going forward. Kind of everybody in one room to hash everything out. We'll remind you again as that day gets closer. You can always find the story waiting for you right here, WAFB.com, the 9 News app as well. Speaking of schools, Zachary schools banning backpacks for the rest of this year. Now this comes after you had a Northwestern Middle School 7th grader allegedly post some threats on social media. So this is an abundance of caution kind of a thing. School's almost done anyway. So no more backpacks for Zachary schools as the school year kind of winds down. Again, an abundance of caution to keep everybody safe. That's what they're talking about right there. If you want to read more about it, why the decision was made, again, the story's waiting for you, WAFB.com and the 9 News app. Speaking of our schools, it is Teacher Appreciation Week. And wherever your kids go to school, whatever school they're a part of, whatever district they're in, there's always an opportunity, and there needs to be more of them, to say thank you to our teachers. Kelly Hubbard was live this morning with a group of those educators, highlighting the importance of them. Look, from teachers to hospital staff, nurses, that kind of thing, to first responders. These are the groups of people we rely on the most, and these are also just happen to be the groups of people that sometimes don't get the credit, the recognition they deserve, the pay they deserve. They don't have the resources they deserve. Here in Louisiana, we continue to try to boost up our teacher salaries, give them what they need, so they're not spending out of their own pocket to make sure your child has what they need in the classroom. So Teacher Appreciation Week, ways that we can say thank you that are more than just a pizza party. There are things we can do to help advance those professions and those careers. We're minus like 7,000 teachers here in Louisiana over the past couple of years. That's how many have left. So we need to get them back in the classroom, but we need to give them a reason to get back in the classroom. Callie's story is right there waiting for you. Okay, well, speaking of money, deal or default. President Joe Biden, GOP, got to figure out how to handle this debt ceiling issue right now. It's $31 trillion. That's where it is. You know the GOP stance. You know the Democrat stance. Can they figure it out? Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is saying we could default as soon as June 1. It's right around the corner, so we'll see what they end up doing, but a big conversation going on in D.C. This was huge from students in Livingston Parish yesterday. Today is National Fentanyl Awareness Day, right? Yesterday they had a big student-led conversation about what it's doing in their community. Livingston Parish, according to the coroner's office, overdose deaths, 80% of overdose deaths related to fentanyl. So they were having a conversation with all the power brokers in the parish, again, student-led, about how to handle this and what they need to look for. You can read the story right here, WAFB.com, the 9 News app. Are you looking to adopt? Now's the time to do it. Want to make sure you know how to do this right here. We've got Animal Shelter waiving adoption fees during an ongoing capacity crisis, trying to empty the shelters here. So this is, what a great way to add somebody, that's right, people are, pets are people too, to the family. This is like 2 full weeks as part of the Empty the Shelters campaign. It's a Companion Animal Alliance, waiving those fees between May 1st and Monday, May 15th. So you got a little less than a week now to be a part of that. So if you're thinking about adding something, someone, that's right, pets are people too, to the family, what a great way to do that. Look at all these mugs. Look at all these mugs. So pretty. And again, if you want to figure out a little bit more about it, it's right there waiting for you. WAFB.com, the 9 News app. And oh, by the way, Callie was talking about this earlier this week. Small Business Association taking applications for 6-month intensive program in Baton Rouge, all about entrepreneurs perhaps and starting that business. Everything you need to know under one roof about how to get going with that small business. Small business, I mean the foundations of our business community. Our community right now got to get ready for a little bit of wet weather, Steve. It's on the way. You can kind of see that with future radar.
Yeah, that's right. So we've got a few showers around this morning, mostly north of Baton Rouge, but into the afternoon, Johnny, I think it'll be fairly widespread. If you're getting ready to go out the door, grab the umbrella. And today's rains at times could be a bit heavier than what we saw yesterday.
Still too damp to mow, so I don't know what you and I are going to do, Matt. I'm starting to need to mow a little bit.
I am. I'm going to try to get her done today. If I rut up the yard a little bit, I guess that's what's going to happen. But looks like what Steve was saying in the morning is going to be the time to get that done. I got to get to my yard and apparently his as well.
Yeah, you know the address. And look, you point out your yard's small. I think mine's even smaller. So come on now. Not going to be a lot of work.
Don't ask me.
Don't ask me.
Okay,
I got a request here in a quick minute. All right, folks, thanks for being with us. WAFB Plus and 9 News Now every Monday through Friday at about 7:02. We'll see you on the mothership in about 6, 7, 8 minutes.